I wanted to show you guys my new Barbarian build. Here's a couple cool points. I'll go through all the gear in a second, but we got Voice of Reason, Destruction. We've got Voice of Reason so that when we use Berserk, we'll be able to proc our Frozen Orb, and since we have Cold Rupture, Sundering Charm, even the cold immune monsters are still gonna get frozen in place now when our Frozen Orb procs. So let me just show you it a little bit, and then we'll go through all the other gear choices. In addition to having Drax, so we can get that life cap since we're not doing a lot of physical damage. We're doing decent, but definitely not what you would consider ideal. So these are usually cold immunes, but if I get an orb to proc, even this is frozen, as you can see, so it's slowed down a decent bit. And we can come down here if we wanted to. We could use our Berserk as well, you know, just to target. But of course, Frenzy's gonna proc our life tap a lot more consistently. They made the changes in the latest patch that improved the way that the volcanoes interact. So essentially, the Destruction Rune Word and Doom both got buffs for their volcano procs. I just like that feeling on here of every time you hear that rune drop, you just gotta see what it is. And then like Eth items, all the different little nuances that add to the excitement. It is easier running around with the frenzy on left click, because then it kind of auto targets them. Somewhat some would call it suboptimal. It's actually probably better against Bale than it is against Diablo, though. You're definitely gonna want to keep some potions. I think my one weakness is cold, yep. Probably just need to switch some charms around. I had to put this belt on to try to compensate. I really like Drax on this build, though. I feel like Drax really helps make it actually not a POS. At least in terms of survivability. You know, for all the people who just have to go dual grief all the time. Or the people who can't stand to play a moment without it being the most possible efficiency. You know. It is what it is. Alright. Definitely want to avoid that decrep wherever I can, but aside from that, we're good. Only one really out of this whole bunch right here that could cause trouble is Lister. Alright. So hope he doesn't do too much teleporting. I think we're doing a decent amount of cold damage and stuff to him, so it freezes him a little bit. That's when he's getting hit. When he gets frozen in place like that, that's because he's getting hit by the that's when he's getting hit by the ice blast proccing from the voice of reason. That's another reason why the death rune word's so good against bosses, because of the ice blast procs that it has as well. So we got voice of reason, Drax, Carrion Wind, nice little rare belt, Raven Frost, Gore Riders, rocking Carrion Wind for the Twister procs, by the way. Gore Riders for the open wounds, which is pretty nice. The higher level that you get, we're level 95. We got Deadly Strike, we got Crushing Blow, which stacks nicely with these, so we can get a total of 50% Crushing Blow, which isn't bad. I think we might actually have higher than that. We have 70% when we're hitting on this side, so there's that to think about. We got Destruction, High Lords, Enigma, and then G-Face. 35-15 Jewel and a G-Face. Then we got Cold Rupture, Grand Charm, just so that this voice of reason, Frozen Orb, and the Ice Blast is always going to freeze anything that it hits. You know, cold isn't really a high damage output type of thing on this game anyways, unless you're a sorceress. Or maybe the Hurricane on the Druid, but yeah. So these are my charms. I'm just going to mouse over them. As you can see, we have a Torch and an Annie as well. And then we got, here's our skill trees. I'm just going to mouse over them real quick. We got Blade Mastery. I think it was, 6 points in increased speed, just because I wanted to move fast. Put 6 in natural resistance. Max Frenzy, max Double Swing, a max Taunt as well. As far as the Mercenary goes, we got Infinity and a War Pike, which really helps with our damage output when we're tele-stomping enemies. And then we also got G-Face on him, so we got 75% Crushing Blow. Then we got Treachery, so he'll be pretty tanky when he's got his Fade procced. Faster attack speed and everything like that. Wouldn't that be amazing if we got a J mod right there? Alright y'all, I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I'll catch you on the next one.